We're with Bert Kreischer, and man, thanks for taking the time. It's a privilege to sit down with formerly the nation's #1 party animal, correct?
Yes. I'm 38 years old now, and I still kind of hold that title a little bit.
I don't blame you. I'm actually up for the award this year, so I was hoping you'd give me some pointers on how to actually seal the deal and get in and win that thing.
Always take the shot. That's what I always. That's my big thing. I love shots. I don't know what it is about a shot, but I love shots. And my wife outlawed them. She was like, no more shots. Yeah, this is what I do though. So then I go find a group of like young guys, and I'll go, listen, I'm gonna buy you guys a round of shots. And they're like, huh? And I'm like, listen, here's the deal though. I need you to bring it over to me in front of my wife and insist that I do it with you. Like, insist. Like, make sure that, and I go, I'm gonna say I don't want to do it, but insist that we do it together, and that's all we need to do. And they're like, okay. So then they come over and they're like, dude, you're oh my God, you gotta do a shot with us. And I'm like, I can't. Seriously, guys, I'm kind of out of done doing shots. And my wife's like, just do it with them. And I'm like, okay. I go, I hope you guys don't come back for another one. And they're like, okay.
That's a great plan, man. So you're a problem solver.
Yeah, I'm a problem solver. You know, it's like Ozzy's wife. Ozzy's wife, when, like, this is the kind of white woman I was looking for. She was a forward-thinking woman. She knew her husband liked to drink and black out.
Right.
But the problem was, when you go out of the house, you get in trouble. So she'd take his clothes, and she said, if you want to drink, you just have to sit naked in the center of this room, because you won't go anywhere. That's why I got in trouble in the Alamo, because he put on one of her dresses to go out. Yeah. See? I want a woman who puts a bucket in the hamper, because sometimes I go to the bathroom in the hamper. I can't help it, but think forward. Think out of the box.
Be proactive.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
We're going to get some pointers from you about the ass waxing.
Oh,
yeah.
That was my opus. That's the funniest thing I've ever done in my entire life. There's no pointers, just grin and bear it. Like, yeah. And here's the thing: be ready for the wax to go everywhere.
Oh.
You think if they were going to do? Have you ever had a Brazilian wax? No, never. I have. Yeah. I did it on TV.
That's disturbing.
Yeah. Full Brazilian and
YouTube it.
And have you ever been waxed at all?
Yes.
Oh, it's aggressive. You think if they're going to play with your privates and they're going to be gentle, they're not gentle. They got a job to do. Right. It's just like they're changing a tire. Like, go! Like, it's not like I thought they would paint around thing. They just spackle over it and just, and you're like, ah! Yeah, but that was a very aggressive.
Was it extremely sexy after that though?
I felt. First of all, I felt skinny. This is gonna sound stupid, but I felt skinny because I'd see it and it looked like you looked skinny, and I got really into it. I liked it. Here's the big difference: is when you fart, it's really loud. Your hair muffles.
Yeah, there's no muffler anymore.
Like that. But when you are totally bare down there, it just goes. Like it's like a machine gun. But when you have hair,
so highly recommended.
Oh, I loved it. I do it again. I trim down there sometimes now, but that's just
we can have ass waxing off. You know?
An ass waxing off.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Russian ballerina.
Yeah.
Ass waxing off. You haven't seen him? He's good. He's really good.
This conversation's got disturbing. So you said it was.
I'll take gay to a brand new level. You think you're if you're a gay man and you think you're gay, hang out with me for a night. I will out-gay you in a heartbeat. I'll make you be like, ugh.
That's something to be proud of. So we were looking at some of your pointers on what to do when getting pulled over. I got to tell you, man, I'm not sure if I really feel confident trying that actually in person.
I did that.
And you actually really did it.
I did that. Well, here's what happened. We got pulled over one time. We were getting lit in a car. It was in my car. I wasn't driving, but we were in my car. And we had champagne bottles. It was like just one of those nights that you always dreamed you'd have, and you never hoped would end up like this. Like, and we're in the back, and we hear doo-doo, and so we pull around. It was right by the Improv, and in LA. We pull off the side of the road. The person driving was sober, but everyone in the car was wasted, and there's champagne bottles everywhere. and the cop lined us up. It was like 7 people. I had an expedition. We were sitting limo style. That's when you drop the center and you just sit in the way back. And we were just partying like crazy. And he lines up all the champagne bottles. And he says, you know, once every year, I give someone a get out of jail free card. And tonight is that night for you guys. Now, you know when you get excited and you start talking too much and you say things you shouldn't say, like You just start talking. Like, the cop's going to let you go, and then you decide to jump in with a little funny one-liner. Like, you're like, hey. Well, I had written that joke, and I had done it, and in the middle of it, I just thought that everyone knew the joke. I thought it would be funny.
Right.
And in the middle, I just went, shh. Man, he did not laugh at all.
Say, how'd that go?
He put his gun in my mouth. No. He did not laugh at all. That's beautiful feet. I really do have beautiful feet. As a man, you can
should
say
be
that.
proud.
It's not gay to say that.
No. You should be proud.
See, here's the thing. I'm not homophobic. I'm a homochondriac. Like, I'm not afraid of a gay man's lifestyle. I applaud that. I'm just afraid one night he'll get me drunk and talk me into it, and I'll like it a lot. I'm like, this is so much better than what I do. Are you kidding me? This is all we have to do? I was cursed with heterosexuality. Do you remember when you realized you were straight?
No.
You don't? You never had that moment where you're like, oh, dude, I'm into chicks.
No, does that mean I'm still, still
I can tell you the moment, 8th grade, I was holding hands with Jennifer Stevens, and all my friends were like going off to, we were doing grad night at Disney World, and all my friends were like, come on, Space Mountain, one more time. And then and Jennifer Stevens held my hand, and I went, and I was like, I'm going to stay here with her. And they were like, what? And they're like, what are you, gay? And I was like, no, actually the exact opposite.
Yeah.
And I have no control over it. I'm crippled.
I guess I do remember that then. Saw 6th grade, saw Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, when that movie came out.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was wearing my ASU sweatshirt, and she was cuddling up against me all night, and I had that perfume smell on me. I didn't wash that sweatshirt.
Oh, my gosh, I love when we get like this. Oh my gosh, the smell of that perfume, I think it's Colors, was the one that I smelled.
Colors by Benetton.
Reminded me of Nicole Mattacini. And I remember she sprayed it in one of my books, and she goes, I just want you to remember me, like when you're at school, because we went to a boys' school and a girls' school. And I remember it was in Mr. Mercandante's class. I'd open it and I could smell the book, and I'd go, oh, Nicole. But I couldn't tell my friends that, but I'd be like, oh, and then she dumped me and started sleeping with my best friend, and I was like, great, now every time in Mr. Mercandante's class, when I'm by my book, I get to remember, and he was still my friend, and he was like, it smells like Nicole in here. I was like, she didn't spray your book, she sprayed my book.